I have a question. Who are your top five hip hop artists who don't have a classic album? I want to insert my criteria for a classic album here. These are the criteria for a classic album. No skips. Replay value outside of its generation. Performs at a high level within the project. Pushes the genre forward. Got it? Good. So I started to really think like, man, these guys are huge. And they legit don't have an undeniable classic album. Number five, Nicki Minaj. Let me read off some of Nicki Minaj's accolades. Nicki Minaj has won 9 American Music Awards, 12 BET Awards, 5 Billboard Music Awards. Her accolades are up there. But think about her albums. She does not have an undeniable classic album. I kind of consider her the Whitney Houston of hip hop. We all know her greatness, but she doesn't have an undeniable classic. You can name the hits left and right. They stack a mile high. Not a classic album. Nicki Minaj, number five on that list for me. Number four, Rick Ross. Don't say Port of Miami to me, ever. Rick Ross has been nominated for 7 Grammys, BET Award. And let's be real, Rick Ross's name rings bells in the industry for being that guy to have on a feature. We know Rick Ross's catalog, but he does not have an undeniable classic album. Reference my criteria. Rick Ross, number 4 on that list for me. Number 3, Lil Wayne. Let me let you know something before anybody says anything to me. Lil Wayne is my GOAT. He is number 1 on my top 5 list. I took Jay-Z off. He's done. Lil Wayne is my GOAT. I grew up with Lil Wayne. I've watched Lil Wayne consistently be great, better than everybody else at delivering raps. He raps better than everybody. Let's take a look at some of the accolades. 26 BET Awards, 4 Billboard Music Awards, 7 MTV Music Awards, 4 Soul Train Awards, 8 BMI Awards. Let's not discount the mixtape classic, Drought 1, 2, and 3, Dedication 1 through 6, I Can't Feel My Face, the Carter albums. Do I have to? I'm done, right? We know Wayne's catalog. We know his reputation. He does not have an undeniable classic album. People like to say Carter 2 because he's rapping his tail off on that joint. But to be real, he doesn't have an undeniable classic. He doesn't have an album that says that's my magnum opus. He doesn't have one. And it's not that he doesn't have the ability. I just don't think he really has the desire. He just want to rap. That's all I want to do. Lil Wayne, number 3 on that list. Number 2, judging by my content, you would think I'm picking on Marshall. I'm not. I've always said he is the greatest rhymer of words to ever pick up a pen, mic, and record. Ever. Nobody's better at that than him. So what, Mr. Unrelatable? You might have sold oogobs of millions of records. Just because you sell a lot of something doesn't make it great. If you sell 100 million records and there are 100 million people who feel exactly like you, that might not be the best material. There just might be 100 million people who feel that way. Feel how you want. Let's read off some of his accolades. 15 Grammys, which is crazy. 8 American Music Awards, 17 Billboard Music Awards, a Primetime Emmy, a MTV Europe Music Global Icon. Eminem is everything they say he is, but he does not have an undeniable classic album. He came very close with the Eminem Show. He made, I'm sorry. Feel how you want. You'll say, but there's something for everyone. Right. But if the criteria is what it is, that 1 or 2 songs that went to those demographics didn't sit well with the others who gravitated towards the rest of the material. Just, it's what it is. He's a hit machine. He just doesn't have an undeniable classic. And he won't get one anytime soon. Not rapping the way he's been rapping. Eminem, number 2 on this list. Number 1, look, I don't care how you feel. Just like you don't care about what I have to say. Drake does not have an undeniable classic album. He came very close. That first album was near perfect. Views, so close. He had one too many Calypso John. He was in his Minds and Ting phase at that point. He doesn't have an undeniable classic. I like reading his accolades because it makes me laugh. 5 Grammy Awards, 6 American Music Awards, 39 Billboard Music Awards, 2 Brit Awards, and 3 Junos. He has achieved 13 #1 hits on the Billboard Hot 100, a joint record for the most #1 singles by male solo artists, tied with Michael Jackson. I didn't even have to say that. Drake's accolades speak so much for themselves that I almost feel bad putting him on this list because he's run hip hop. Say what you want. That boy can rap. He's run hip hop for a decade and some change. Mans and Tingin and being in and out and becoming a global icon and still rapping better than half y'all, delivering his raps better than most of you. Doesn't have an undeniable classic. Sorry, Aubrey. Bow. Mans and Ting. Drake, #1 on that list. What's your top 5 hip hop artists that don't have a classic album? Comments.